So I think it will be interesting to look back at this video and think, okay, that's still relevant to me, or maybe not, And I think, once you Hello family, hello friends, hello GOLA clan, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Kwena and I encourage you to like, subscribe and join this family. And yeah, so today I wanted to do something a little bit different. As you can see by the title of the video, 30 lessons at 30. I figured I challenged myself to post on this platform every day. Two, I wanted to use this as a diary, an online diary that I can look back to or reflect back to maybe 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And also to share what I've learned so far in my 30 years of life. And so I encourage you to join this challenge. Maybe you can share some of your thoughts and ideas down below in the comments. And I would highly appreciate that. So starting with why I wanted to do this. One, just to, I guess, share my thoughts that are a bit more intimate, and also, I guess, really reflect on how far I've come, right? What I valued at 20 is not necessarily what I value now at 30, and I am of the belief that my values at 40 might change, in some way. So I think it will be interesting to look back at this video and think, okay, that's still relevant to me, or maybe not, And I think, once you, I guess, live a little bit, you get to understand yourself a bit more. And yeah, and I figured, let me just share some of my thoughts, my ideas. And yeah, I might change, like I said, once I get to a certain point in my life, what I think is a valuable lesson. Because we are allowed to change our minds. So, but this is what I guess my 30 lessons are, in no particular order. It's just something I just came up with at the top of my mind. So I'll be sharing with you daily. So, funny enough, my first lesson is that you can always start over. Like, I've started this video multiple times because I've run out of space, but that's neither here or there. But yeah, you can always start over. And what I mean by this is that I think so oftentimes we make decisions that we think we need to stick with for the rest of our lives or for a long period of time, whether it's that relationship, that job, the career, where you live, who you spend your time with, what you do with your time. Yeah. And I feel like starting over is a way to really reinvent yourself, because I feel like as human beings, we're always evolving, and the journey of growing and the journey of discovering ourselves is never ending. So every day is an opportunity to start over. And I think not to be too hard on ourselves on the decisions that we made before, and also be proud of the good decisions that we've made, right? Because it's not all bad and it's not all good, but I think your 20s, or my 20s rather, was full of a lot of things that I had to really unpack for myself. And so this is what I've sort of come to the understanding and realization of, that, time is passing anyway. And so if you think like you've wasted a lot of time, or if you think that no, you still have a lot of time, starting over is something that you can always consider at any point in your life. That was what I'm trying to say. Whether you're 30, 40, 50, etc., you can always, start again and reinvent yourself. And there's really no limits to what you can do as a human being, as a person, once you've decided what you want for yourself and what you want for your life. And also, starting over comes with the need to rebuild. And sometimes starting over is not necessarily by choice. It may be by circumstances. You may maybe lose some people, some relationships in your life. You may have lost that job. So you have to financially rebuild yourself, move back home, or move to another city. There's so many ways that we can start over. But I think not just focusing on the big things, there are also the small things that we can implement into our lives that are a form of starting over, that are not so big, but can have a big or greater impact in our lives in the long term. Because I feel like things add up, so that building of many things, or that building of that one exercise or one practice that you do every day can ultimately become a big thing. One thing could be, well, I want to change my health and how I prioritize that, And sometimes we'd like to make things big, like, oh, I'm going to go to gym every day. I want to show up every day. But sometimes it just means that maybe you take 10 minutes, 20-minute walks every single day. And that's part of, your health journey. And ultimately, what you do will stack up. So I guess in this video, I wanted to say, don't be afraid to start over. Don't be afraid to change careers. Don't be afraid to change friends. Don't be afraid to change environments. Don't be afraid to change that job, that career. Don't be afraid to start over and change your life, because once, we have only one life to live. And because we only have one life to live, make the most of it. And so rather spend time doing the things that you want to do. And if you can't spend time doing the things that you want to do, get the things that you have to do done, so that you can ultimately do the things that you want to. So here's to starting over. I want to encourage you to subscribe, like this video, and comment down below, what does starting over look like for you? And yeah, for me, starting over was, I guess, changing careers, or maybe pivoting in some areas, moving from finance to music and creative sort of work. And that was scary for me. So let me know in the comments also what you sort of experienced as scary. What was a new beginning for you? Was it moving out of home? Was it moving back home? Was it moving to a new city? Was it buying a new car? Was it getting into a new relationship? What does that look like for you? Yeah, let me know. And I will see you in my next video. Bye. GOLA, GOLA, GOLA.